4 plays, they had a touchdown, we're back in the red zone. How concerned were you that they're going to do it again?
I was more concerned with that the wind was against us and that they, that they knew we were going to have to milk the clock a little bit and run it a little bit more because of the wind and everything else, that they would get good field position. So that was part of it. And as I said, when the unsung heroes probably of the game, I mentioned on the radio show, was Mike Sadler and Kevin Yuma with the job that they did as kickers and punters. Because especially, Sadler punting the football, I thought, pretty good against the wind. The majority of his punts were against the wind. So it's tough down there. The wind's blowing, and so they're going to get the ball around the 30-yard line to hit a slant for a touchdown. But we understood, we knew, we talked about it throughout the week, that there were going to be times where things were going to sway. The emotions were going to sway back and forth, and it was going to be very important that we be able to keep our emotions in check and be able to play through adversity, and we were able to do that.
So, Coach, new Michigan coaches have not done well against the Spartans in their first game. How's it feel good to continue that tradition for Coach Hoke?
Well, it feels good to beat Michigan, but as far as Brady, Brady's a good man. I think he's a very good coach. They're a well-coached football team, and they're just starting. And, so it takes time. They're just starting what they're dealing with. So this will be something I'm sure that will continue on.
Mark, with your focus on running the ball, how satisfying was it today to see that running game kind of emerge today?
Well, what is it, 39 out of 41 going into the game?
Right.
The team that had won the rushing totals were going to win the football game, so obviously it was very important. We couldn't stand back there and be one-dimensional. We had to be able to run the football. And as I said earlier, Rock got into a zone, was effective. We had 17 rushes, I think, for 100+ yards in the first half. I'm not sure what we did in the second half right now, but we were able to run the ball effectively enough to keep it down the distance accordingly. And I think in our favor, and I think in the red zone we played well enough to score touchdowns, which is a huge factor, especially 2 third-down touchdown passes by Kirk. Big plays.
Mark, they went play action on 4th down. Are you expecting them to run the ball there?
The last 4th down and 20.
Inside the 10, you guys held them?
Oh, I thought that they would run the football. We thought it was 4th and a half. But they needed. I guess they only needed 1 score at that time. So, guys, big play by Johnny Adams.
In the never-ending quest to get respect, you talked about sustainable. Do you think there's ever out?
I don't have to answer that question. That's for other people to answer. But our MO this week was right here, right now. That's what we got to do.
Anything else for Coach? Yeah. Izzo always talks about how important it is to have his old players come back. To have so many of your players there and to see the reaction, tears after the game.
Yeah. This game is about reuniting our entire fan base. Our fans were tremendous out there, outstanding. But anybody who's ever put on a green shirt that says with a Spartan on it is going to feel personal about this game. Now you take that further and put a guy who's played on this football team at some point or other and gone through the trials and tribulations that goes with playing football in general. There's a lot of emotion, and it links us up. It links myself with every coach who had ever coached here. It links our players with every single player who's ever played here, and that's strong. That's something that lasts a lifetime. And so, I can't tell you how many texts that I get and things that I get prior to the game from former players, and the guys who have been here since I've come back, and the guys who were really here before when I was here at that point in time. They're special people to me in my life. The guys who have sweated since I've come back here as a head coach, this is very, very special to them because they are the program. They are the program. It's not just our current people. It's all the ones who have come before us. They are the program. I'm happy for Coach Perlis. Coach Perlis comes to my house in Deep Michigan. So I'm very happy. I'll look forward to seeing him tonight. And but happy for all former Spartans out there. So, go green.
Thanks, Coach. You pick the chairs up.